What is up, you guys? Welcome to the coaching channel. I am Coach Kevin, and today's coaching topic is going to be why you have to get rid of your victim mindset. You see, most people that you will encounter in life have a victim mindset. That means that they always put the blame on external factors. They always seem to be a victim of the circumstances that they are put in. And the truth is, guys, life is a journey. Life is a journey while certain events will come along your way. And some things you can avoid, but some things you can't avoid. And the thing is, guys, if you always put the blame on external factors, if you always refuse to take action to get out of your current situation or the current events that are going on in your life, and you always go with the flow and never take responsibility for what is happening in your life right now, well, then you have a victim mindset. And the victim mindset is what kills a lot of people's happiness. They always seem to use the victim mindset as an excuse to take action. And people love to complain. They love talking about how bad their lives are, how bad their partners are, how bad their job is, how bad their genes are, and therefore they are fat because diabetes and being fat runs in their family history. And guys, even if you are currently in that situation, you simply cannot have a victim mindset, and you have to take ownership and responsibility for the situations that you find yourself in. While it is a fact that you cannot choose where you are born and in which situation that you are born, you can, however, decide that now is the time to take action and to get out of that shitty situation that you are currently living in. And it's all about the mindset shift. It's simply about not accepting where you are now and stopping complaining about what your current situation is. And instead of complaining and bad-mouthing people, putting the blame on other people, putting the blame on life circumstances, you have to create your own destiny. You have to take life in your own hands and march to the beat of your own drum. You have to consciously decide that the situation that you are in now is not the situation that you want to live in forever. And you always have a choice. If you tell yourself that you are a victim and that you are unable to get out of the current situation that you are in, I'm talking bad job, bad relationship, being overweight, being in financial debt, not finding your way in life. Well, those are all things. Being a drug addict, having a certain addiction to something, those are all things that you can actively work on. You can make the conscious decision and educate yourself to find a better job, create a career, start a business, for Christ's sake. There are multiple options. If you are overweight, well, stop eating those cookies, stop eating fatty foods, and stop going to McDonald's each day. And make the conscious decision to educate yourself on nutrition and exercise, and take the proper actions to lose weight and to build a better body, to optimize your health. If you are in a bad relationship, well, hey, nobody is forcing you to stay in that relationship. If you truly are in a bad relationship and your partner doesn't want to change, and don't put the blame on your partner. You as well are to blame, because you also aren't perfect. You also have to become a better version of yourself. And if you refuse to get out of that situation, but you keep complaining because you are a victim, well, I'm sorry, you are not a victim. You are simply a man that lacks balls. Because if both partners aren't willing to change and evolve to make the relationship a better partnership, well, I'm sorry, even if you are doing the necessary adaptations and doing the necessary work on yourself, if your partner doesn't want to evolve, then you simply have to end that relationship. And yes, it can be hard. Even people who are in bad relationships can have massive struggle leaving a person behind, because it's not because you have a bad relationship and because you aren't understanding each other and aren't on the same level. That doesn't mean that you don't love each other. However, if it's causing you to be happy, you have to make the conscious decision to end that relationship. And even though it's hard, you have to move forward in life, because you will go through a rough time working through the breakup. But once that time has healed your feelings, believe me, you will be in a better place, both mentally and physically, and you will have a clear path in front of you with lots of possibilities again. But the thing is, guys, it all comes down to you always have a choice. And no matter how hard the situation is, no matter how shitty your situation is, you always have a choice. I'm living in a nice apartment right now because of what I've built up. But the truth is, guys, I used to live in a small house. I didn't live in poverty, but it was nothing fancy. And through hard work, through education, through working on myself, starting a business, working several jobs at the same time, I was able to at least get a nice roof above my head. So you can do the same thing, but it all comes down to making the conscious decision not to be a victim, refusing to be a victim, because a real man is not a victim. A man who's focused on his purpose in life and his mission refuses to be a victim. And even if you are a woman, my channel is geared towards men becoming the best versions of themselves. But even as a woman, you can also get out of bad situations. It all starts in your mind. Most people love to complain because they love to ventilate and talk about their problems and the misery that they have. But don't forget, a lot of people also love being in misery and love complaining about their misery. But if you truly want to change, you don't have any excuse, no matter where you are at this point. You can always make the conscious decision to be better, to educate yourself, to better yourself, to get out of the current situation that you are in, to get out of the relationship, and to build up a life. Get a job. If you are currently in a shitty job situation, well, hey, go look for a new job. Educate yourself. If the doctor gave you some bad news that your health is in a bad condition, well, educate yourself about nutrition. Educate yourself about anything that can help you along your journey to reach your goals. And stop whining, stop complaining. Instead, visualize what it is that you want. Have a clear image in your head what it is you want, and each and every day you have to take the proper steps and the proper actions to work towards reaching that goal. And eventually, when you have built a habit of taking action and taking the proper steps in a disciplined way, you will eventually reach that goal. And if you don't reach that specific goal, at least you will have improved your situation. Because life is not a linear progression. Sometimes you will go 2 steps forwards, 1 step back. And you also have to fight through the hardships. Everybody in life, even the most successful people in life who have multi-billion-dollar businesses, they have failed multiple times. They have had hardships on their journey. They have had people work against them. Financial debt, financial crisis, every possible scenario of things that could have gone wrong has happened to those people. But the difference between the people who have a victim mentality and a winner's mentality is that the people who have a winner's mentality, they accept the failure, they accept the hardship, and they have the mental strength to push through it. They don't give up. While the people with a victim mentality, who always stay in the same place and give up immediately, they simply are too weak and don't make the conscious decision to accept their failures, and they just give up. They give up, they don't take action anymore, and they stay in their current shitty situation. Whereas the warriors, the real men, the passion-driven, goal-driven men who make something out of their lives, who create the visions that they have in their head, who make that a reality. They fight through the hardships. They fight through people who let them down, to negative experiences, and they always keep on going. They evaluate where they've gone wrong, they evaluate their failures, and they improve upon their failures. But each and every day, they look themselves in the mirror. They don't complain. They feel confident about themselves, no matter where they are at this point, and they take a step forward. No matter how low their journey begins, they take a step forward, and that is exactly what I have done. And that is exactly what you can do. But it all starts with making the conscious decision of refusing to whine about how you've gotten in your current situation, and making the conscious decision to take ownership and responsibility for your own life, to take the conscious decision to take the proper actions and steps and create your life, create your destiny, be responsible for your destiny each and every day, and take action towards the life that you want to live. There are no guarantees in life. When you start something, there's always the possibility that it will go wrong. But there's also the possibility that things will work out, and if you continue to fight through the hardships, that you will build a better life for yourself. And maybe you'll have to build several businesses because some won't work. Maybe you'll have to apply for different jobs. Maybe you have to try several times, and that's perfectly okay, because when you fail, you know what doesn't work. But one thing is a guarantee, and one thing I can promise you. If you stay with your victim mentality and you don't take action and you don't take any steps towards building a better life, then the guarantee that I will give you and that I promise you is that you will always be in a shitty place and you will stay where you are now. And things might even get worse, I don't know. But you will get nowhere if you don't attempt anything. So do you want to build a better life? Do you want to improve yourself, become a better version of yourself, live in better circumstances? Well, guys, get rid of the victim mentality, take responsibility for your life, and create the path that you want to walk. And take action each and every day to realize the image that you have in your head and make it a reality. Let that sink in for a moment. If you liked the video, press the like button. If you want more valuable information like this, please subscribe to the channel, because I will be uploading more and more. And if you want to help people that you know who might benefit from hearing this information, then please share the information of the video with those people. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.